She's laughing at me because I couldn't get out of my chair this morning. It's not funny. Before anybody says it, no, I'm not angling after any sympathy or oh woe is you or anything like that. It's just one of those things that everybody, I don't know anybody who's never suffered a sore back occasionally. We just don't know where I got it. This started, what was it? Oh, the day we picked the steel up. I didn't know if maybe when I was shoving a couple of the bits of steel about on the back of the trailer when we were bringing it home, I pulled something. I'll never know, but it's been a bit sore since then. But in the mornings especially, it's like putting me socks on and getting me pants on. She thinks it's hilarious, which I suppose it is, but yeah, once I've been going for an hour, I'm okay. Just twinges a bit, but no, you're not having. I got one chicken. She'll run up to me, turn around in front of me and cut me down, waiting for me to climb on board. It's not happening. Right, holes. We're still waiting for the netting guys. I don't know who's doing the netting. Tim's sorting that out. We had a couple of quotes for putting up netting and they were eye-watering. In fact, the one quote was, how can I put it? It would have made a large percentage of the cost of the final build. So we didn't go with that one. I don't know what day is happening, but sometime this week, hopefully the netting goes on and then we can start putting some roof sheets on. Comments I've had with reference to the drains and everything else, and people saying, oh, I should do this and I should do that. What you have to bear in mind, folks, is this building will at some time be holding livestock. Livestock produce effluent of varying types. I can't allow that effluent, or I've got to do what I can to prevent any of that effluent getting into these pipes, bearing in mind these are perforated pipes. So when folks are saying, oh, well, you're backfilling with clay and it won't drain properly, that's kind of on purpose. I don't mind at the back of the barn. I won't mind backfilling that with stone at a higher level so that we catch rainwater, but I don't want any effluent going down these drains because these do eventually come out in the stream down there. Well, the last thing I want is the Environment Agency coming up and tapping on my door and saying, where's all this nitrate rich effluent coming from? Oh, from your barn. Take it apart, do it again. So yeah, we looked at concrete gullies here. Again, I've had a few people suggesting what we could put in there. The problem again is, because of where this is, it would have to be a watertight chamber, so nothing can run into it. It also has to be strong enough because there's going to be heavy vehicular traffic going over this. So whatever I do, it'd have to be proper job. And I've costed that up, and it's about 500 quid to put that in there, minimum. So it's not happening. So this is going to get filled back in once I've decided what I'm doing with the drain from the valley gutter, because at the moment that's not going anywhere apart from in this hole. Well, that one pipe's got enough work to do, So I need to put draw another second pipe down the side there to take that away a different route. We've picked up 3 4-inch land drains coming down for this yard. One goes that way, one goes down for the middle, and one goes off that way. So we're trying to share the load of all the water off these roofs. Now, bearing in mind that we're collecting the water off the roof that would have fallen on the floor anyway. Okay, so there's no extra water coming down the yard. It's just that I'm diverting it in a different direction. I just need to get the water underground out into the fields rather than over the top. Okay, hopefully I've explained that well enough. So yeah, I don't want any effluent getting into the drains, but I do want to get the water from up there underground and away. And I've got 3 4-inch drains to do it with. Existing. Yes, sometime in the future we actually costed it up to put a 12-inch pipe right up across the field, more or less from this gate straight across the hedge down there. That's about 170 metres, plus all the herringbone bits that would come off of it. So the 6-inch pipes into that, and then the 4-inch pipes into that, which would make a really good job of the top of the field, including a catch tank. I think the last time we worked it out, it was going to be between 20 and 24,000 pounds. So yeah, something I'd really like to do, but not this year. This year we're going to have to make do with what we got and do the best we can with what we've got. Right, okay, back to it. This will be explained soon. Right, that's as far as I got yesterday. We got 2 pipes coming down through here. Sadly, I broke through another pipe going that way, so I've had to tee in here. I've covered that up because I don't want you to see how I did it, because I'll get comments. All I'll say is it should work. This pipe here is not as deep as I thought it was going to be to meet up with the drain that's down that end. So I'm a little bit concerned about that because of the potential crushing of this pipe. So I've come up with a cunning mitigation for that, which I'll do in a minute. I just got to get in the hole and get dirty again. Go on, cut straight. Right. That's 2. 1 to go. I really should have put an edge on this before I come down, but I forgot. This is the way you should always keep your tools clean and sharp. Oh. So I just need to add this into that line there like that, and connect into that one down there. This is what my knife's blunt. Cutting this stuff. Okay, so I need to make some joins. I'm not unhappy with the amount of silt in the bottom of that pipe, being as it's been there quite a few years and been taking a lot of water. That's kind of to be expected. Right, okay, plan. That's the plan. I'm going to give this pipe a little bit of support against crushing by sleeving it inside that, which is some spare lengths of old rainwater sewage pipe I've got. It's a little bit of a fiddle faff, but I think it would just give this area of pipe where there's some damage of crushing by machinery coming through a little bit of support. Right, I'm going to put you on time lapse on that post because I need to do this and not fiddle around with the camera. Oh, I just broke my little GoPro tripod. That's the third one this year. I was trying to sit them down on something stable. You just give it a little nudge and click. They're not made for this kind of life. Right, okay, so that will hopefully prevent crush there. This fella here can go back where he came from, which was over there. That fella there can go back where he came from, which was over there. Basically, I've got bricks and blocks built up both sides of the pipe down there with this across the top. It just gives it a little bit of extra support to stop it crushing. Right, I think I'll do the same as that up that bit. Right. It's not foolproof, but basically any machinery going through this gate now, yes, that little bit there is exposed. It's not a perfect solution, but I had these couple of offcuts of drain. It's going to support the pipe. We don't get an awful lot of heavy traffic through this gate, so we could probably get away with not bothering to do that at all. But I have noticed, especially on these joiners, they don't make them like they used to. The old joiners were much harder to cut through. This is thinner plastic, so I reckon the chances of that collapsing is a lot higher. So there you go. Right, that's that. I can backfill that in now. Joy. I want that back, but it's in there. I don't want to come apart. One. I'm going to lay some of these old bits of drain kind of on top of the new stuff. Just gives me a heads up to where it is if ever I'm digging down there again. So I just pushed it back in. I might actually just take that out of the workshop, stick that in the vise and pull it off. Less hassle than that. Right, we fill trenching. Right, we're getting there. Last thing to do now is join that bit to that bit. That's the cut I wish I hadn't made, but I did, so I'll have to live with it. Right, needs a bit underneath him really. That should work. Right, pipework's going okay, but I need a couple of fittings, and unfortunately everybody's shut. It's midday on Saturday and all the builders merchants are shut, apart from, the only one I can think of is Screwfix in Thornbury. So I've got to drive all the way to Thornbury to buy one fitting. I mean, I'll get a couple more while I'm there. One fitting that I need to put in the pipe so I can close the trench. I want to close the trench because if the safety net fitters are coming Monday, they don't want to be crossing over a trench with mutes and stuff like that, so I just need to get on with it. Done Screwfix, got most of my pipe fittings. There was one they didn't have or couldn't find, but that's not the end of the world. I can kind of, well, almost get finished without that. Just popped in to see Father to make sure he's okay. Now I'm going home for my lunch, and then this afternoon, after a half hour sit down, I never work on a full belly because it makes me poorly, back to it.